Mic check 1 2 1 2 check. Mic check 1 2 1 2 check.
We got Rock Nation recording artist J. Cole in the building. Yeah. How you doing? What's going on, D? Yo, I'm gonna tell you now. Yo, Mike, Barber, DJ SPYNFO have been doing backflips to get J. Cole in here. And it just so happened that it was a blessing. He came to SPYNFO's birthday party, my birthday party. Came into the building, much love. And we told him about the show. He was like, yeah, I'll come next week. It's nothing. So that was love. We didn't know it was that easy.
And understand, we in the Bronx, man. It's
not
It ain't even like I just had to, come to the city or something.
I know.
I came to the Bronx for y'all boys.
You came to the Bronx, and that's much love. Yo, but it's been a long way since St. John's. Let's talk about that road from St. John's to Rock Nation.
I know it has something to do with that song too. Lights, please, right?
Lights, please, yeah, because that's the. Let me adjust this.
Adjust it. Fix it up.
All right, so Lights, please, yeah, that's the first song that Jay heard. That's the first song that a lot of people heard, and basically was getting me. Because after I graduated St. John's, I didn't, a lot of people went and got their 9 to 5s.
Right.
SPYNFO didn't,
Yeah.
Stayed on his grind. But a lot of people went to 9 to 5 corporate jobs, and I couldn't do it because I was like, man, I already invested so much time in school. Mm-hmm. If I go get a job, man, the music is really done. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna, work little part-time jobs here and there just to get on. And in the meantime, I was like hustling, trying to hit up every A&R in the world. And then finally, like a year and a half, 2 years later, people started to catch on. And Lights,
J. Cole movement.
Yeah. I did Lights, Please when I was still in school. I did that spring 07. So
that was like senior year?
My senior year.
Okay.
My senior year, before that last Black Music Fest that was jumping, I did
Didn't
that song.
you perform at that Black Music Fest, right?
I did. Yeah.
That's yo, be honest with y'all. Me and J. Cole, we go back as well, yo. Back in Hawaii office, chopping it up, analyzing freaking Rich Boy's album and shit. Remember that time? He was like, he had a message. And I'm like, yo, I never really got an opportunity to hear him spit. Oh, you got to call it, but no, I never got an opportunity to really hear the man spit. I heard a couple of his tracks, but the day that I became a J. Cole fan is the day that I was hosting that event, that Black Music Fest, and J. Cole just got on stage and just shut shit down, because at the end of the day, he said, yo, Spin, turn that beat off. I turned the beat off, and it's real, like I was saying a week or so ago, it's real hard for any artist in New York City to like get their message across and get the crowd hype off just words, you know what I'm saying? The beat is what really carries most of these artists out nowadays.
So we was talking about you when it was a long road from St. John's, you know what I'm saying? Rock Nation. I'm saying, like, did you always wanted to rap? You had that plan to rap. That was your plan when you left college.
Yeah, that's why I came to New York. That's why I went to St. John's in the first place. It wasn't for school, just because I'm like, man,
I want to be in New York.
I want to be in New York because that's where I thought I could get on. Because back where I'm from, like, there was no getting on. I done seen too many cats try and fail, and there was no getting on. So I was like, yo, I'm going to go to where it's at, or where I thought it was at.
Right.
And
it's just a test to all the rappers out there. There's still room for real music. If you got some real music and you got a passion for what you're doing, it ain't nothing, man. And yo, at the end of the day, like, how do you feel right now? Because you under the big homie, son. You under the big homie. Like, I got to say that with the Smucker's dog. I just remember being back at St. John's. I don't want to talk about that no more, but it's just like, it got to be surreal to be in that situation, opening up for the number one, you know what I'm saying, in everybody's eyes, the number one hip-hop artist of all time, and he's still alive, the living legend.
It's crazy, dog. Sometimes, like, I get very few opportunities when I get back, like, to sit back and be like,
and just think about it.
Man, it only happens, like, a couple times, but when it does happen, I be like, man, like, yo, how I come this far?
It's surreal. It's surreal.
It's a real moment, man.
It's surreal. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of, like, we've been talking about real music. It's not a lot of real music, and it's good to say that. You know what I'm saying? You definitely you bringing real hip-hop back.
Thank you,
know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't understand where you be coming from. Like, when you, like, a lot of people want to hear the snap and pop music, you know what I'm saying? What's your thought process when you putting rhymes together? Like,
man,
what's your inspiration when you put writing down on paper?
I know it sounds generic, but it's really like everyday life. It might be your story. Like, I might see you in the street and be like, hey, what's up? And you might tell me a story, something that happened to you personally, and it might connect with me. It might have been something I went through,
Right.
I'm like, man, I want to tell that story. So it might be on my mind for a week or 2 weeks or a month. And then I might hit a perfect beat or make the perfect beat. And I'm like, all right, you know what? I might just slip your whole story into 3 lines. But that's where it comes from. It just comes from, just real life situations, whether it be mine. A lot of the times it's mine, but a lot of times it just be my surrounding circle or just things that I see.
I just have a question for Cole, man. Cole, I think one thing your fans really love about your music is just how real and gritty your sound is. It's everything that's missing in the freshman class. Now my question for you is like, how heavy is the pressure for you to remain true to yourself and your music and your fans at that, but also selling the industry, which is like all about going commercial?
Yeah.
And she gave you the Diane Sawyer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause that's a
Something
real,
like that,
because she
something
knows
like
the
that.
music inside and out. So that's a good question.
Thank you.
All right, I've been asking myself that question for a long time. Even before the deal, I've been asking myself that question, and I just realized that it is possible, because it's been done before. I won't be the first to do it, and I won't be the last. And it's just about knowing that if you stay true to yourself. Like, for instance, I'll use this example. Lights Please right now, slowly but surely, is picking up on the radio from here to L.A. to back home. I was just home this weekend. They was playing it 3 times a day. Now, I made that song, like I said, while I was still in school. That's one of the truest songs I have because it's really me, produced by me, words by me. And we haven't even really, it's off a mixtape, so we haven't even gone hard with it yet. And watch what happens with Lights Please. Watch it. It's possible to take off. Now, that's not a commercial song. Like, that's not a typical, radio song, but yet it's working. So that's just a small example of, if you stay true to yourself, people will catch on eventually. Now, you do have to sell. You got to be commercially viable.
Right.
And I think you just got to find a balance. Like Kanye, All Falls Down, balance. Like, that was a hit. Jesus Walks was a hit.
Jesus Walks was a hit.
I always use that example because people forget. So it is possible, and don't worry, your boy won't be selling out if that's the question.
When I listened to the CD, at first I was like 22 tracks, like god damn, like
Damn, like 3 albums in one.
yeah, like but from the start to finish, I could relate, I could apply to your music. I felt what you was trying to, the message, what you was trying to say.
Thank you.
One of the songs I wanted to ask you about was number 10, Dreams.
Dreams. Oh yeah.
I love that song.
Tough.
Sick.
Thank
Is
you.
this a personal? First of all, tell the people what Dreams is about.
Dreams is
this a personal experience that you dealt with?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Dreams is about this guy who like has a crush. It starts off just being like he got this major crush on this girl, and then slowly as the song goes on, you realize that it's like he's kind of psycho about it. Like,
yeah, he wants to just murder dude. Like,
so he
take him out.
Yeah, he planned to kill the girl's boyfriend at the end. Now, it's not, obviously that's not true. I didn't really go through that, but it is based off one of them feelings I think every dude has, which is like you done had a major crush on a chick, whether you was 13, 14, whatever it was, and you just felt like maybe she was out of your league or whatever. You like, man, you just sit back like, man, how I'm gonna get her? And that's just a result of that, that feeling. So, I know there's a lot of people out there that can relate, even girls.
And I'm sure the ladies want to know, are you single?
No, not single, man.
Exactly. I'm about to follow his lead.
A lot of people compare your style and your whole rap style to Drake. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like, comparisons, you can't avoid those. I remember when people were saying Lupe, but I think when people really dive into the music, they'll see
the differences.
They'll see it's a big
similarities
difference,
with big differences.
I mean, I was a Cole fan from Jump Street, and when I heard the first Drake song, I forget which one was the first one that I heard.
Yeah.
I straight thought it was you. I was like, yo, my nigga made it. I was like,
I thought the same thing.
Yo, I was like, yo.
He called me the day that we first heard the song, like, yo, is that yo Cole got a song on Hot?
Come on, man.
I'm like, yo, Cole is on Hot, son. Cole is on Hot 97, B.
Nah.
But there's like you just said, when you dig down deep and you dissect the music, there's big differences. Like, there's some slight similarities, but the differences are so much bigger.
It's crazy because I don't even see the similarity, other than the fact that
y'all both light skinned.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, that's the obvious. But other than the fact that we not rapping about what everybody else is rapping about. And we kind of like on some more real life things. But I mean, once you really get into it, you'll see some of the topics I'm talking about. Or what he's talking about is something I would never go to, or what I'm talking about, I think is something he would never go to. So,
and he uses the auto tune a lot.
And he uses the auto tune a lot.
Not heavy, but he uses it a lot, like under his vocals.
So yo, I got a question. I got a question for you, Cole. This is what the people want to hear. You ever got a chance to meet Siegel?
Meet Beanie Siegel?
Mad to the
You
left.
never got a chance to meet Siegel.
Shout out to young Chris, though.
Shout out to Chris. You got a chance to meet him.
I ran into Chris many, many times. I never met Beanie Siegel.
So I wanted to get into that because a lot of people got this whole Jay and Siegel thing going on, and Some people, and they went left with it because they torn right now. Like, everybody loves Jay and everybody loves Siegel. Like, where do you stand with it? Like, how do you feel?
I mean, I still love them both equally as you know, as rappers.
Individuals.
Exactly. Like, you know, I don't even know Beanie Siegel to even have a comment, and I don't know their situation, and I wasn't around, so ain't nothing I can say. But, you know, other than that, he still got classics. Jay got classics. You know, it don't change what they had.
Right.
Basically.
Exactly. That's what people really gotta get into, man. It's like what they had. I mean, Siegel did a lot of shit for Jay. He put a lot of money into that whole Rockefeller camp. And that's where everybody's coming from with the whole, damn, Jay shouldn't have did that. But when it gets to a point where, you know, Siegel, you got to learn your lesson. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. But then at the end of the day, I feel like we all are just observers. We all just on the outside looking, and we don't know. We don't know nothing.